How's it going, everybody? ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I will be reviewing Forbidden Door 2023. So, without further ado, let's begin. And starting things off with the 0 hour pre-show, we had an 8-man tag match with the Mongol Embassy taking on El Desperado and Chaos. And this was fun. I thought this was a fine match to start off the 0 hour pre-show. Just non-stop action, and it was nice seeing El Desperado back in the card again this year. So, yeah, no complaints for me. And next up, we had, for the first round of the Owen Hart tournament on the women's side, Athena going one-on-one with Billy Starks. I thought this was just an okay match. No, nothing special to it, I thought. The main question I had going into this match was there not anyone from Stardom available to be on the show? I do think that they did have a show today or tonight, which could explain why no one from Stardom showed up. But still, it would have been nice to see some of those talents from that promotion being on this card. But yeah, like I said, match was just okay. And after that, we had Stu Grayson going one-on-one with my boy El Phantasmo, ELP baby. I am a big fan of El Phantasmo. The guy is super talented, somewhat underrated. Not a lot of people know about him, outside of New Japan fans. I'm glad to see him be on the card once again. It does suck it's on the pre-show, but still, I am grateful. But yeah, this match was good as expected. Stu Grayson is talented as well, not taking anything away from him. And yeah, I do want to mention that one spot towards the end where ELP did like a backwards flip. It was a tornado DDT on Stu Grayson. It was just amazing. That really popped me. Great match. And for the final match of the 0 hour pre-show, we saw the United Empire taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón in a 6-man tag match. And this was pretty good. I thought it could have been a little bit better, but it was fine for what it was. But it did kind of rub me the wrong way that Shingo Takagi and Hiromu Takahashi, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, were both on the pre-show. Like, seriously? Tony Khan, you idiot. That kind of irked me a little bit. Like I said, fine match, and also it was nice seeing my boy Jeff Cobb in there too, so yeah. And kicking things off on the main card, surprisingly, for the AEW World Championship, MJF defended his title against Hiroshi Tanahashi. I missed a little bit of this match, but from what I saw, I thought it was just okay, which is a theme that I have been noticing with a lot of Tanahashi's matches. Now look, I get how important he is to, the business, to New Japan, pro wrestling, but I just can't seem to understand the hype around this guy. I've seen a good bit of his matches, and, the only ones that I've been impressed with were his bouts with Okada and Nakamura. And that's pretty much it. Do let me know in the comments down below if you have any Tanahashi match suggestions, and I will be sure to watch them. Because, I do want to like Tanahashi, but, at his age now, he's not the performer that he once was. The match itself, it was better than Tanahashi versus Swerve Strickland. I'll say that much. And next, in the first round of the Owen Hart tournament on the men's side, we had CM Punk going one-on-one with Satoshi Kojima. And I had a good time with this match. I honestly wasn't looking forward to it because I thought Punk could have had a better opponent. But, I said that at the time because I'm not too familiar with Satoshi Kojima. But, he surprised me in this match. He has a lot of energy for his age. I know he's a bit on the older side, but yeah, the dude was fired up. And yeah, like I said, he's fun to watch. And I like those grunts that he makes. Those little like, ha, ha. That's funny. So yeah. Oh, and it was hilarious hearing the crowd booing Punk and cheering their asses off for Kojima. But yeah, like I said, fun match. And then we got a Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW International Championship, as we saw Orange Cassidy defending his belt against Daniel Garcia, Katsuyori Shibata, and Zack Sabre Jr. And I thought this match was fun, but there were way too many comedic spots for my liking. One or two, fine, but yeah, just a lot, especially in the first half of the match. My gosh. Looking forward to this match, mainly because I'm a huge fan of both Shibata and Zack Sabre Jr. I don't really care about the other two. And speaking of, why was Daniel Garcia so over in this match? I don't understand. What, because he did a stupid little dance? The crowd loved that? I don't know. I find the guy boring, and he has been shoved in our throats way too much. Just like Orange Cassidy. I think the hands in the pocket gimmick has overstayed its welcome for far too long. And yeah, I was pretty disappointed seeing Orange win this match. But shout out to Solo Monster on Twitter. He said that they are probably saving the title for Konosuke Takeshita to win it, which I think is a great idea. And next, for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, we had Sonata defending his title against Jungle Boy. Like a lot of other people, I also had a really big problem with Jungle Boy being Sonata's opponent. I thought it was ridiculous. Jungle Boy, he is a mid-carder at best. He has zero personality, zero charisma. And, I get it was an open challenge that Sonata threw out there. Anybody could have answered it, but Jungle Boy, seriously? No doubt this was going to be a good match, and it was, but yeah, Jungle Boy would not have been my first choice. There are plenty of other people that should have gotten this opportunity, but yeah, I would not have chose Jungle Boy at all. But yeah, like I said, the match was good. I will give it that. A bit short. If it would have gone longer, I think it could have gone to great status. But it was good. It was fine. So yeah. And I forgot actually. But Jungle Boy did turn heel at the end of the match. He turned on Hook, so at least there's that. Hopefully he will actually get a personality this time around. And after that, we got the 10-man tag match, as we saw the Blackpool Combat Club with Shota Umino and Konosuke Takeshita taking on at the Elite with Eddie Kingston and Tomohiro Ishii. This was a lot of fun to watch. Wow, was this a good match. Just non-stop action from beginning to end. A lot of good stories told in this match too, especially between Mox and Kingston. I'm very curious how that feud is going to turn out. And also, shout out to Ishii and Takeshita. They beat the shit out of each other. I really need to see a match between them two now. At one point, Takeshita, he delivered this nasty forearm to Ishii that looked like it knocked him out. I went back and replayed it a few times. It was awesome. A lot of other great spots too in this match, involving Heyman Page especially. Just, great stuff all around. And next, for the AEW Women's World Championship, we had the champion Toni Storm defending her title against Willow Nightingale. And this was a good match. It surprised me. I wasn't looking forward to this match because I'm really not a Tony Storm fan anymore. I really don't like the group. What do they call themselves? The Social Outcasts? Something like that, yeah. I think that group is trash. Man, Willow Nightingale, she surprises me every time I watch one of her matches. She is so good. Wow. A lot of like powerhouse moves that she pulls off. Yeah, she's very fun to watch in the ring. Like I said, good match. And I do want to mention that on commentary, they said that Julia wants a shot at Willow's title. Which, in case you guys didn't know, Julia is my wife. So, yeah, no, but that is going to be a kick-ass match to see Julia go one-on-one with Willow Nightingale. So I'm very much looking forward to that when that happens. And then for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship, we had the champion, Kenny Omega, defending his title against Will Ospreay. Oh my gosh, this was fucking good. I still can't get over this match. I'm speechless. I don't know. I guess I'll start out by saying that I do think that this is better than the Wrestle Kingdom 17 match, which, don't get me wrong, that match was fantastic in its own right. But this match, the storytelling here, so good. I really like how, in their Wrestle Kingdom match, Kenny kind of dominated Will, but in tonight's match at Forbidden Door, Will got the upper hand on Kenny in most of the match, which, I really like that. Just storytelling at its finest. And yeah, when it comes to the spots in this match, where do I begin? My favorite spot was definitely when Will Ospreay, he hit the one-wing angel on Kenny, and then Kenny kicked out at one. I popped. I was like freaking out when that happened, because it did remind me of the tag match at Revolution 2020, the Bucks versus Adam Page and Kenny, because Kenny did like the same thing. He kicked out at one, which got the huge pop and just an awesome moment. He did the same thing here, and it was just as amazing. I'm just getting really excited just talking about this match. That's why I'm talking so fast. I am definitely going to go back and rewatch this match, definitely. And I think it's pretty much guaranteed that this is going to be match of the year. No, it is match of the year, excuse me. I don't know what else there is to be said. And I guess, spoiler warning, this was match of the night, which, you would think that the main event might come close to being match of the night, but not quite, which, I will get to it, but yeah, just wanted to throw that out there now. 5 fucking stars. And after that, we had a trios match in which we saw the team of Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito taking on Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara. And I thought this was a fine match. Nothing special or anything. A bit sloppy at some points. Mainly just the spots with Sting. I'm sorry, but he has to retire soon, man. He's just too old. He's very slow. He seems he's like out of breath, like at all times. And don't get me wrong, I like Sting, but hey, it's just the truth. Speaking of Sting, there's that spot, the spot afterwards, of when Sammy gave a 630 to Sting, who was on the table. And, he was out. You would think, he'd be out all match. But he came back 2 minutes later, nothing ever happened. I was like, what the fuck? That just made me laugh when I saw that. And another spot that I liked was near the beginning of the match when Suzuki was in the ring. Who was it against? Sting, I think. And Jericho wanted to get tagged in, but Suzuki kept saying no. Trey was like, tag me, and Suzuki was like, no. Good stuff. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun match. A good cool down before the main event, which I will get to now. And in the main event, we had Bryan Danielson going one-on-one with Kazuchika Okada. I am conflicted on this match. On one hand, this was a literal dream match. I've been wanting to see this match myself for a long time. Bryan Danielson, Okada, two of the greats, just going at it for the first time ever in the ring in front of a large audience like this. Just wow. On the other hand, this match was just great and nothing more. I don't know. I feel like something was missing from this match, and I just can't put my finger on it. I think my main issue is with the finish. I just felt it just came too sudden. Obviously Bryan had the submission hold locked on for a long time, which did wear down Okada. But then Okada just tapped out of nowhere. I even blurted out, I was like, what? Is that it? Like, out loud. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just went for the shock factor, but yeah, and I also thought that Okada needed to win more, because, Bryan can't afford a loss. But with Okada, the G1 is coming up, you would want him to, get this big win heading into this big tournament. But no, that didn't happen. But yeah, like I said, the match was great. I'm not trying to shit on it too harshly. I'm just giving my honest opinion on it. But I'm not in the minority here. I did see on Twitter that a lot of people do agree that it could have been better and something was missing. Yeah, I didn't hate the match or anything. I enjoyed it. But I do think a rematch is needed between these two, and it will be 1,000 times better. And I cannot wait. And this time, it should be in Japan. And that will do it for my review of Forbidden Door 2023. And this was a long show, but a very fun show. I had a blast watching it the whole way through. And this was definitely better than last year's show, that is for sure. Like I said earlier, my match of the night was definitely Omega versus Ospreay, because nothing can top that. But my second favorite match of the night was the 5-on-5 tag match. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I will definitely go back and rewatch both of those matches. Yeah, like I said, an awesome show. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said earlier, let me know in the comments down below if you have any Tanahashi matches and also any Satoshi Kojima matches you recommend I check out, because I do want to watch more of their matches sometime. So yeah, and also let me know what you thought of the show. If you liked it, what was your favorite match, your least favorite match, what do you think of the main event? Am I wrong? Just let your voice be heard down there. So yeah, with all that being said, this has been the ASMR Fanatic signing out.